Hello everyone, I'm PrussianPrince with another Total War Warhammer 2 tournament match cast, and yes, more Warhammer World Championship. Second stage action coming to you right away. So, what we've got here is Alexander de Grosse up against RTK's Lumiere. In this particular matchup, we have High Elves for Alexander Grosse, and for Lumiere we do see Bretonia. So this is quite a one-sided matchup historically. It usually goes to Bretonia since they have the cavalry. They have like so many tools here that the High Elves are going to have a hard time dealing with. So RTK Lumiere here, obviously he has played tournaments before, so he is experienced in terms of tournaments, but not sure about Alexander de Grosse, but I would expect Lumiere to be favored here. Also clearly no bias at all, because he's from my clan. I'm also an RTK, but anyway, time to go over the builds. So for High Elves we have Tyrion, we have the Mage of Metal, we also see two Dragon Princes, one is the ROR, we have two Archer units. Having the Phoenix Guards, we have a White Lions of Grace, 4 Spearmen, as you can see, and for Bretonia, really quickly, Fey Enchantress on Silvaron, supported by 2 Paladins, both of them on horseback. Actually, do both have Guardian, actually? Hopefully not. Yeah, okay. Only one has Guardian, good, okay. Then we have, obviously, 3 Grail Knights, and the Companions of Kenel here. We do also see 2 Field Trebuchets, so some nice artillery action going on there. 2 Peasant Bowmen with box arrows, 2 Spearmen at arms, and last but not least, 5 Peasant Mob. So there you go. Interest done. Time to hit play and watch the battle. So at this point, this Bretonia build pretty good. We'll see what it can do against the High Elf build. Tyrion is quite the odd pick here, and but might as well, style points, definitely. Alright, so Fireborn here already being targeted, as you can see, by the Field Trebuchet, so some great targeting there, because those are like the only real expensive units in the High Elf roster. Actually, I lied, never mind, there is this Phoenix Guard unit here, which could be actually also a really good target. Honestly, potentially an even better target than the Cavalry, because it's easier to hit, but Dragon Princes here aren't a bad target at all either. So yeah, so we have the box arrows shooting already. Looks like some of these archers are taking care of the Peasant Bowmen. There are only 2 Peasant Bowmen in this scenario, so it is what it is. Trebuchet is doing lots of work right now, as you can see, dealing with the Dragon Princes. The archers here are kind of gone, but they did their work. Peasant Mob going forward. Looks like the Fae plus the Paladins are coming through at this point, so they're going to be able to deal with those units. Trebuchet is really putting on the work here, but honestly I really feel they should have been targeting the Phoenix Guard, because that's the issue, because Bretonia Cavalry can easily take care of the High Elf Cavalry. But if you get rid of your opponent's mobility, it's not bad either, especially when it's so expensive. Alright, so we have an Awakening of the Wood here, a pretty decent cast as well. Peasant Mob here gonna go down, but White Lions are fine. More Trebuchets doing so much more damage. Now, these units here of Bretonia aren't really doing anything, but they could have actually supported the front line engagement here. Imagine they could have charged into these White Lions. So Bretonia is actually really passive with their cavalry, and I think that's a mistake. It's definitely a mistake here. They should have been more aggressive, because they have the mobility advantage. Imagine some nice charges into these White Lions or into the rear of these units here. And now they could definitely mess up all the High Elf cavalry. And it looks like they're coming around. Gonna be in... Oh, no rear charge here, probably because they're afraid of the Phoenix Guard and Dragon Princes, so they're gonna pull back. They're just going to be used defensively here, unless they charge in the back, which would be good. Hands of Canal here are going to get engaged. Looks like Grail Knights coming in as well, so they're going to get smashed. Oof. Yep. Now there's an engagement over here. Grail Knights actually got hit. I don't know if they got a really good charge off here. Tyrion's really low because he's fighting 2 Paladins and the Fae, so this is kind of tough. Now we finally have the Companions of Canal coming in to deal with this. We have a nice Awakening of the Wood here that's going to do some damage to the White Lions, and also allow the blob to escape if it so desires. Some cavalry here is not being too proactive. Honestly, the Bretonian cavalry was really too scared this game so far. And here they come again. Some recharge onto the Spearmen. It's gonna be a cast here. Tyrion's ability, basically. Where is Tyrion? Oh, there he goes. But, you know, not much Tyrion can do here. And this is gonna be it. As Tyrion on Malhandir. He's like getting destroyed by the Fade. Look at everyone here. They're all so bloody. Who's gonna take him down? It's gonna be the Fade. Or some random unit. Who's gonna take down Tyrion? Oh, all the Hyles seem to be running away. Yep. Everyone's gone. Actually, is he? Oh, yeah, he is broken. Broken, but yeah, it looks like he's running really awkwardly. Yeah, I don't get that, but oh well. Anyway, this blob fight here going the way of Bretonnia, especially because Faye, these Phoenix guards are going to go down to her. Cavalry is all shooting what needs to be shot here, which is the Phoenix guards, and the mage is going to go down to the Grail Knights here. Here to come the Grail Knights again after charging in there. Tyrion's coming back, but what can Tyrion do against such Bretonian knight prowess? Not much is the answer in this case. We do see Stanley Ground and Fainton pass the pop, giving him wonderful 94 attack and 108 defense. Pretty good, but not gonna help when the rest of your army is gone, essentially. So, yeah, close the fee. Kind of went as expected because, you know, it's Bretonnia against High Elves. This matchup doesn't really go the way of Bretonnia, so the way of High Elves, my bad. Tyrion actually got his value probably because he was fighting, you know, paladins and things such, but kind of did all right for himself. The spearman, axe, nothing really paid for it. Well, the archers did actually, yeah, because they did quite well against the peasant bowman. But yeah, the cav here, due to being focused by these trebs, which, oh my god, look at all the value they got. Yeah, that's pretty insane. Yeah, that was really unfortunate for the High Elves. We have the Fae with some value, paladins as well. Spearman armors not really. Pox arrows didn't get value, but you know, they're just there for the poison. This build Grail Knights doing quite well in general, and keep in mind they're not really dead, so they can go on for more. Companions of Canal doing alright. So that's gonna be game one, going to Lumiere in this matchup. We'll see in the next game how things go, if Alexander the Grosse can make a comeback, force us to a game 3 after that, or not, because this is a best of 3, unlike the first stage, which is just 2 games. Alright, time for game 2. Okay, so we are back with game 2. Dwarfs against Empire. Lumiere on Dwarfs. Alexander the Grosse on Empire. Dwarfs against Empire. This is, we see, a dwarf favorite matchup. So surprised Lumiere's getting the better end of the matchups again, because the first one was pretty one-sided matchup, and this one's gonna be one-sided as well. You know, I mean, Dwarfs Empire is a one-sided matchup, but obviously you can always get the upset, but we'll see about that. So time to go over the builds. The dwarfs. We have a Rune Lord. We have 3 miners with blasting charges. We also see 3 dwarf warriors. We have 2 dwarf warriors with great weapons as well. In addition to that, we have some what do we have here? 4 rangers. Actually, make that 5. One of them is the Arwar Altars Rangers. We have a Longbeard unit, 2 Slayers, and I believe 3 cannons, and that's it. Now for the other side, on Empire, we have Boris, Brinker, on his flying mount here. There we go. So interestingly enough, you don't see him too often. People usually opt for Volkmar, or sometimes Karl Franz, but Boris is quite an odd pick, but pretty cool nevertheless. For the rest of Empire here, we have the Light Wizard over here. We do also see a unit of Knights of the Blazing Sun, 4 Great Swords, unit of Handgunners, and my oh my, 3 Hellstorm Rocket Battery units. One of them is the Arwar, the Sunmaker. So if we hit play, this is going to be an interesting one, because the Sunmaker is definitely an option here in this matchup. Triple Sunmaker might end up working, so some kind of gamble is needed on Empire's side to win this matchup, and Triple Sunmaker is as good as any gamble. Actually, it's better than most gambles. So, all right, time to take a look. The 3 cannons here, they could really, if they get in range, it's like they're gonna try to get in range and take down Boris. Have the Sunmaker already in play? What are they shooting at? Are they shooting at cannons? Oh, they're shooting at Slayers, not the best target. Yeah, the Slayers are not the target here that you want to be shooting at. But they cannot be hitting these Rangers here since they're hidden. So it's going to be a rude awakening for the Empire. Doing quite the damage to those Slayers, so some really good hits actually, very surprisingly. I suppose they cannot see the other units, which is why they're shooting that. They could be shooting those Dwarf Warriors, or Longbeards even. But yeah, wow, it actually hit the Rune Lord. And that's interesting. They really need to be targeting, yeah, something that... Okay, maybe the cannons too, you know, need targeting. Cannons still trying to shoot down Boris. It's actually getting... Ooh, this is really bad for Boris right now if he's not careful. There we go, we have the Master, Rune, Wrath, and Ruin. He's slowed down. And look at him just charging down. This is... Oh, that's a really slow charge animation if I've ever seen one. Boris Slowbringer, or more like. Okay, so he's engaged with the Rangers here. That's pretty good because it allows them to stop this unit. But at the same time, he's getting shot up here badly, so it's not really worth it. It's not like there's any heals actually, because if there was a regrowth, you'd be like, okay, just regrowth him. But at this point, taking a lot of damage. And, you know, he's already hit his heal cap, basically, if he comes back. So he's taken so much damage so quickly that it's going to be really difficult for the Empire to come back. I'm not sure what this cast is, actually. Looks like Dwarfs are kiting. Never see that. Well, you don't see that too often, but the Knights of the Blazing Sun are here, and they're going to get in. Slayers need to be there, but they're not, so that's a mistake. Have the rest of the Dwarfs here camping near their front cannons. Yeah, the Dwarf kite continues. So once the Empire turns back, cannons start shooting. Of course, these Rangers should be turning around soon as well. Honestly, they should be turning around now because they want to be shooting the Great Swords in the rear. They'll be doing quite a bit of damage, and there they go. It's quite a crazy battle so far, actually. Yep, some shots in the rear. They're not really firing that well. Ooh, those cannons really end up doing so much damage. Boris is back, and he's slowly healing, which is going to help the balance of power, but the healing cap is there for Boris, so yeah. And already the handgunners are being focused by the Rangers, which is a good move because that is one AP unit of the Empire. So now these cannons here are kind of in a weird spot since yeah, this is pretty bad firing line for the cannons. And the Sunmaker here looks like they're yeah, it's shooting the Rangers, and ammo is actually out for the Sunmaker. It's only the other two Hellstorm rocket batteries that still have some ammo, and I don't think they paid for themselves. Knights of the Blazing Sun coming down here, trying to get rid of those Rangers with great weapons. Balance of power still heavily in favor of the Dwarves, despite Boris healing. Because the Empire is just taking so much damage, and these Great Swords here, like, yeah, it's some elite infantry which with AP that could help against Dwarves, but it's gonna be tough against all those Rangers and such, because yeah, they have 95 armor, but they don't have any shields, so they'll be taking damage. I'm not sure about focusing the Light Wizard here, because it's just a single target, and more importantly, it's on foot, so... Whoa! Okay, well, the cannons can focus the Light Wizard, but the actual Rangers, I believe, we better spent shooting the Great Swords. That ammo, actually, but oh well. And units have been spotted. This is the Altar's Rangers. So there you go. Looks like they're gonna try and get rid of Boris, who's running away. Alright. There they go. Oh, quite the damage there. Sunmaker doing more work, but not Sunmaker actually, just regular Hellstorm rocket batteries. Oh, I don't know about this, Boris. Oh, he's gonna get slowed down, but we'll see how much that actually affects him. Oh, he's actually just marked by Altar, no slow. It's a mistake because you kind of want to slow him as you're popping that, actually. So that's a bit of a waste from the Dwarves, but shouldn't really be that consequential at this point, since Dwarves have just so much left compared to the Empire. And as Boris takes more HP loss, you know, his healing cap goes lower and lower. Scanner's actually missed him, so lucky Boris still missed again. Now this won't here. Actually, they don't even get to fire. There's a Rune Lord though. More Rangers gonna start pouring in the fire onto Boris. But he's now gonna disengage, but he's already taken like 300 HP damage just by going down there. And again, any HP he loses now is very important because he can't. Not gonna be able to heal it back soon. Oh my goodness, those miners just destroying the great swords at this point. And here comes another one. Another charge. Ooh, massive. So at this one, yeah, we see the Ulthar's Raiders going back as expected. We do have the Knights of the Blazing Sun engaging here with greatsword support. There's also big Bronze Time Warp buff here. You see that too often as well. Cannon's soon out of ammo, but really trying to target down Boris, and they're gonna be able to at this point. For sure, because he's on the ground. Will they though? Because he's trying to get away. If he goes away now, he can get out, but looks like he is opting not to. At this point, you know, the dwarves have it. So we're just gonna see as... Whoa, he actually flies off. Will he make it out alive of this battle where some kind of cannonball take him out? Looks like they're missing again. So maybe he will live to tell the tale, Boris. Maybe not, though. Come the cannon shots, and we don't get to see them. Would they have hit Boris? Let me know in the comments below. Close victory for the dwarfs. So RTK Lumiere takes this at 2-0 and gets all the points. Well, denies Alexander Grosse the tie point, or, you know, the points from winning. So have some, yeah, no value on a lot of the dwarf units actually, because they didn't see combat. Rangers, obviously, everything missile got massive value on the dwarf side. So the Empire, what can we see here? Yeah, that's as I expected. Only thing that got value here would be the Hellstorm rocket batteries, and they didn't get that much. So this is a really risky build from Empire, but you know, when you're in this situation, you gotta risk somehow, right? Maybe too risky, but you know, this was I do like the rocket batteries in this matchup. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. I'll see you all next time.